The fuck? Alright, there we go. What's going on, everybody? Kryoz here. So today, I'm on the level 100 alpha, and I know there's not anything really saying this, but the undead models have been updated. Let me take my gear off real quick. Let me strip for y'all real quick. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let's get it on. Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, they've been updated. They look pretty cool. Just kind of cool for you right there. There you go. Kind of give you a little handy. Okay, anyways, let me put my gear back on, and we can go over these talents. Level 100 talents are in the game because this is the level 100 talent realm. Also, let me just do a little quick. There we go. So yeah, here's the talents. There's obviously all the way up to level 100. I have not played with any of the level 100 talents, so it should be fun. I'm just gonna go over them in this video, say what I think I'm gonna like, test them out if I don't really know what they do, and yeah. So first one we got is Evanesce. What this does is it just fades you into the nether, avoiding all attacks for 3 seconds. It replaces Ice Block. I'm fairly certain it does replace Ice Block, and I'm not too sure. We can test it here in a second, but I'm fairly certain that it also you can still cast while you're in it. And I think everybody that's trying to cast against you can no longer cast. Which is kind of cool. It says where the mouse dropped. Anyways, can I like fucking mount up or no? And the other two are Blazing Speed and Ice Flows, which I'm fairly certain are the same thing. Actually, it looks like Ice Flows is a little bit different. But we'll just go over Evanesce real quick. So Evanesce, oh no, you're being attacked. Actually, just replaced with Ice Block. So I'm fairly certain, we'll find out right now. You can cast it while you're casting, and you can keep on casting while you're in it. So that's pretty cool. But if anyone is attacking me, I would become untargetable, and they could not hit me, but I could still hit them. It's only for 3 seconds, so it's not like a super long OP spell. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And I might give it a shot depending on what I'm facing. If I'm facing things that have high impact, like a lot of burst and not really dots, I'll definitely be using that. Because against dots, it's really not going to affect anything, because I don't think it takes away the damage being done to you. I think they just untarget you and can't deal any more. You become immune to any incoming damage, but I don't think you become immune to damage already on you. Blazing Speed does appear to be pretty much the same thing. Reduces slows and increases your move speed by 150% for 1.5 seconds. Ice Flows is still pretty much the same thing. Just, I don't remember it being worded like this, but let's go on to the next one. I'm actually going, just for fun, I'm going to be learning Evanesce. Another spell we're going to be going over is Alter Time. Alter Time is way different. I believe it only restores your health. So, it doesn't restore any procs, doesn't restore your mana. It literally only restores your health, and I think your location as well. We'll find that out real quick. I don't really see an old image of myself, so it might not, which kind of sucks. It's too bad it doesn't restore where you were. That'd actually be really cool. Okay, it actually does. I just didn't see the image of myself. So it restores your health and your location. I do not believe it restores your mana. If I read it real quick, it does not say it restores your mana. And you can obviously push it again to go back quicker, or you can just let it ride out naturally. It is 15 seconds. It's a 1.5 minute cooldown, which is not too lengthy, but it is kind of long. But it doesn't have as much burst utility. I think it has. You can go kind of ham with it though, and then pull back in time and hopefully not die if it doesn't get purged or dispelled or something. So let's go ahead and hop on to the next spell, Flame Glow. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier, I think, is just pretty much the same thing as it's always been. So yeah, it's instantly shields you, absorbing 26.4k damage, lasting 1 minute. So yeah, pretty much the same exact thing. Ring of Frost. Summons Ring of Frost at the target location. Enemies entering the Ring of Frost will become frozen for 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds, 10-yard radius, limit 10 targets. They fucking love the number 10 in that. Same thing. Ice Word places an Ice Word on a friendly target when an enemy strikes the target, never mind. All enemies within 10 yards become frozen in place for 5 seconds. 1 charge, lasts for 30 seconds. Same thing. And Frostjaw. Silences, freezes the target in place for 8 seconds, lasts half as long. Player versus player, same exact thing. Damage caused may interrupt the effect, yes. So there's greater invisibility, nobody fucking uses that. Cotter, okay, nobody uses that. Cold Snap. When activated, this spell finishes the cooldown on your Evanesce, Presence of Mind, and Frost Nova. I'm assuming Evanesce also means Ice Block. It's just right now Ice Block is replaced by Evanesce. So obviously, you know, there it is. And heals you for 22% of your maximum health. The spell is usable as stunned, frozen, incapped, feared, or asleep, and it's not in the global cooldown. So I'm gonna go with Cold Snap here, and probably Ring of Frost or Frost Shaw is usually what I would go with on here. I think I'll go with this. So now we're starting to get into the ones that were changed a lot. Nether Tempest, Unstable Magic, or Supernova. I've used Supernova. It's actually a pretty cool spell. Unstable Magic I have not used at all, and Nether Tempest is obviously the same, but they did change Nether Tempest. Nether Tempest now also uses your Arcane Charges stacks. I believe you can only use Nether Tempest once per target, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't put it on this one as well. It is replaces, but I think it goes everywhere around it to do splash damage, which is actually pretty cool. It actually looks a lot cooler as well. So that's actually cool. That's kind of a cool spell. I think that'll be a little bit better in BGs. I'm not too sure. I might give that a shot. I don't know though. Then there's also Unstable Magic, Arcane Blast, Fireball, and Frostbolt. I have a 15% chance to explode on impact, dealing an additional 50% damage to the target and all other enemies within 8 yards. So you can give this a shot real quick. Should probably hit the right spell. So there. What? What? You guys are seeing that, right? Are you guys seeing that? You guys are seeing that, right? That was hitting for 2 million. I think this is bugged. Oh my god. What the fuck? Alright, well that spell's OP. You're gonna keep that one on. There's Supernova, which as you all may know, it knocks people up. This is only for Arcane. It does change between every other spec. Same with Nether Tempest. That's usually just, it's called Mage Bomb. It also goes Living Bomb and Frost Bomb. I will be going over those as well, but this one's just Arcane. Then Supernova, it's an AoE around him, knocks him up, deals damage. It's pretty cool if you, it's kind of like another interrupt. I would say go with it if you're going against a lot of spell classes. Just my opinion. And there's also Mirror Image, Rune of Power, and Incanter's Flow. Mirror Images, I'm pretty sure the same thing. They just deal more damage now. Rune of Power and Incanter's Flow. Magical energy flows through you, increasing all spell damage done by 5% per stack. While in combat, the magical energy burns up to 5 stacks over 5 seconds and then diminishes down to 1 stack over 5 seconds. This cycle repeats every 10 seconds. So, if I put this on and start getting in combat, as you can see here, I do get it. It slightly goes up. I don't know if it stays at 5 until I leave combat or how this works. It does not appear it does. Then it goes down. I'm assuming it'll go back up. There we go. So I mean, you can kind of line burst like, oh, I want to burst now, and just fucking blow your cooldowns when you're at like 3, and then hit somebody really fucking hard at like 4, 5, and 4 again. That'd probably be the best way to go about bursting with that. That's kind of a cool spell though. I might stick with that one. And then the new talents that nobody has seen on my channel before. Overpowered. We might as well just go with that. It says it's overpowered. Like, really? But no. Casting Arcane Missiles extend Arcane Power by 2 seconds. Prismatic Crystal. Conjures Prismatic Crystal at the target location, which is attackable by only the mage. It takes 30% additional damage. When the crystal takes damage, it instantly releases a burst of energy, dealing that damage split evenly between all enemies within 8 yards. So, I think what Prismatic Crystal was when it was first released is instead of bursting when it takes damage, I think it absorbed all the damage, and then once it got to a certain point or time limit, it exploded. I actually want to give this a shot real quick. So, let's, oops. I don't know where we should put this. I guess we'll put it on 3. So, I guess if I just throw it down, it also shows the range. There it is. It looks pretty cool. So I guess we'll just hit this, and it does send out a pulse. I don't know if it deals... I know it's just dealing more and more right now because... Oh. And it did appear that multi-strike was also... It also was procced on that, because I did notice a random, like, 300k hit on that, and it wasn't hitting that much before. So that's kind of cool that multi-strike can also proc on that. Or not multi-strike, sorry, what is it called? Unstable Magic, so that's pretty cool. And also Arcane Orb, we'll try this one real quick. Just kidding, that's on cooldown. That gets pretty awkward. But Unstable Magic definitely is a nerf. I mean, as you can see, I'll do it again. I'll even pop a cooldown with it. We'll see once it procs. You'll definitely know, because it's going to hit for, like, the side people for, like, 2 million. At least it should. If it procs when I have my fucking cooldowns pop, please. Alright, well, fuck you. There we go. It's 4.8 million, 4.9 million. It's ridiculous. It definitely needs a nerf. And you're goddamn, you already know I'm going to abuse the fuck out of that until it does. So, last one we can go over is Arcane Orb. Launches an Arcane Orb forward. This is the one I was waiting for. This is the Frozen Orb. pretty much for Arcane. So it does traveling up to 40 yards, dealing 5.161 damage to init, 5,161 arcane damage to enemies it passes through. Grants the mage an arcane charge every time it deals damage. Now I don't know if it's going to slow down once it gets to them. We can find out. It does not, which kind of sucks. But it is a very, very short cooldown, 15 seconds, I believe. I want to say Frozen Orb is 45. It's a shame that it doesn't go a little bit slower, because that shit went fast as hell. You can see it kind of just... It does look fucking cool, though, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Mage Talent spells. And next, I'll be going over Frost. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like down below. And I'll see you guys later.